Hello everyone and welcome to my Imperium Cup journey. Today I'll be playing my first tournament game, so wish me luck as I try to win the Imperium Cup. Baron is a clear pick here. Amongst the leaders, Baron is like the only A tier leader left, so just pick Baron in first position. For my first opening hand, I draw both faction access and I don't draw experimentation. This means I cannot block smuggling, so even if I wanted to, I can't. In this case, what you normally do is you just go full space, then you go to Hardy Warriors. And because the combat is not a VP or not a faction bump, generally no one wants to go Hardy Warriors, so normally you can get it second action and go to go interstellar shipping starting from round 2. One thing to note is that there is lethal in this game, so because there's lethal in this game, you might get blocked some round into interstellar shipping, just because he has ring. So round 2 combat is Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is a bit interesting because if I do win this combat, right, and I get the Solari from spacing, there are worlds where I can get Swordmaster round 3. Alright? So what happens is that I'll need to get a bump in spacing, then after that I win the combat and then I get another bump in spacing. There are worlds where I get it, but I do need other players to not commit, and it's very hard for me, but there are possibilities. So with my second action, I go to card tag. If I draw a combat card, I'll deploy 3 troops. If I don't draw a combat card, I'll just deploy 1. Well, I ended up drawing a combat card, not the one I intended, but then I deploy 3 troops. I'm a very big fan of nuking on your first rotation. Rotation means the first time you shuffle, especially if there's nothing good to buy. So I have 3 to buy and there's nothing good to buy, so let's just nuke the row. You don't need to always have 5 to nuke the row. Lethal with boundless ambition is going to be a problem. Can you see here, he just goes to full space and he gets a double bump. And this just puts so much pressure on the alliance. I don't think I can ever take this alliance from him. I'll certainly keep it an option, but he's going to be a problem throughout this game. And maintaining alliances is going to be very hard. I'm not getting Swordmaster anytime soon, so it's often good to just use your Solari to get some advantage, and one of the advantages you can get is through Mentat. Mentat has allowed me to use pen coupling with experimentation, and that's what I'll do at Secrets. So I'm wondering what to do with my diplomacy. I think I can either go to Highliner and win this combat, or I can go to Conspire. One thing about going Highliner in this spot is that you don't really eat up many troops, because then other players will either won't challenge you, or they only challenge you if they know they can beat you. And then the other thing bad about going Highliner in this spot is that the faction bump is pretty bad. Like, I want to get the alliance, but I don't think I have any way of stealing it from yellow, at least with these intrigues in hand. I think getting 3 extra Solari is what does push me along this path. There are some lines where someone will go to Arrakis later on if I win this combat, and then I can get Swordmaster easily that way. After yellow passes the turn and blue reveals a dagger, yellow tells the table actually he wants to use his atomics. I tell him that he passed his turn already, so that he cannot use it. But I think all this table talk has convinced blue to use his atomics. I probably was a bit emotionally invested into this Twilight Master already, and I thought that with it I could win the game, and so I was a bit sad when this all happened. But fair play to yellow, and right play as well. This turn is a tough call for me. So there are some things I want to do, right? And I want to get Swordmaster, and I want to get a Spice and Slow. I think if I look at this hand actually is a pretty decent hand to get a Spice and Slow. I have a lot of draw cards in it, and all the draw cards I want to play. If I can get 2 Spice off this shipping, right, I can also go to Selective Breeding, which is very good for me, and I'm trying to count out the Persuasion and what are the probabilities I can get to a Spice and Slow without using Water of Life. And so doing the math here, I take my time and think about it. Initially I wanted to play the Initiate first, and then after that play Experimentation and Plan Coupling to go to Selective Breeding. But in the end, I choose to just use Experimentation, as the research track will give me 1 Solari to threaten Swordmaster. With 9 Solari, what do? With 9 Solari in this spot, I choose to go to Mentat with Bene Gesserit Initiate. And the reason is quite simple. Swordmaster is not the goal of the game. The goal of the game is to get points. And at this stage of the game, right, at round 5, there's no real difference getting Swordmaster round 5, round 6. Right? But if I can get a victory point round 5, that is so much better than getting Swordmaster this turn. So by going Bene Gesserit Initiate to Mentat, I draw 2 cards, and one of the cards I know is High Priority Travel. High Priority Travel, if I play it together with Plan Coupling, I can draw another card as well. And that should fuel my Spice for Slow. Math is hard, guys. So I have 6 cards in my discard, enough for me to draw a Spice and Slow. Assuming I play Plan Coupling and Corino Genes, I need to get another 5 Persuasion, right? And the only way I can do it is to draw both 2 Persuasion cards, and that's so 2 out of 6, right? If I go Selective Breeding, I can trash a card, then I can draw 2 out of 5, and then 1 out of the card. If I don't go Selective Breeding, then after that I need to play Water of Life, and I can't play Water of Life and go Selective Breeding because I don't have enough Spice. So it's very tricky all in all. In the end, I choose to make this play because I can always save my Water of Life for later on to turn into a Spice or Slow. But if I use the Water of Life, if I commit to the Water of Life, I'm not getting anything in return. So play Plan Coupling together with Corino Genes, and that will let me draw 1 card and make a decision. Then grafting Corino Genes also allows me to get the second Dialexu point, which is very important for me. So the reason I end up playing Water of Life here is simple. I already drew 1 of the 2 Persuasion cards. So all I need to do in this hand is not to draw any daggers or to draw the other convincing argument. I want to win this combat. I have 2 good intrigues for it. I think that this is a good time to do it. The issue is that with my hand I have no way to access combat, so that's the first thing I'll be working on. Not being able to go Hardy does mess up with my plans. I end up going to Still Suits just to get the friendship. I decide not to put in a troop as I think that I need these troops to win the next combat. I put a Negotiator in as I do want to get attacked next round. So my plan for round 7 is as such. I cannot win a combat this round, I'll win a combat next round and get 2 points. So how do I get that? I can either go Highliner, which I don't think is very good, right? Or I can just go to get invasion ships. Right? If I grab the spice, then I can use high priority travel, getting invasion ships and deploying 4 troops in. And then hopefully that will get me 2 victory points. It's one of those combats which I don't want to see. It is the one where you get to pay resources to get victory points, and with the line of play I have, I'll have no spare resources. So it means that there's no real reason for me to get first. And if I get second, unless I can get second with stage incident, it's not very good for me. There are a lot of reasons why this decision is hard. I know yellow has boundless ambition in hand, so if I even chase him anywhere, he has boundless and the likelihood that he overtakes me is really high. So let's say if I play plan coupling to with experimentation get a double bump, I will probably not be able to maintain that alliance. So what can I do? The other thing that's bothering me here, right, is that drawing intrigue here is very bad, right? Because I need all my intrigues in some way. Or giving up stage incident is very bad, and if I have one of two of these combat intrigues, it's also very bad because they won't win me the combat. I do need both in order for me to win the combat. If any line that takes me to combat draws me an intrigue, it's very bad. However, if I don't get a beetle, I cannot get my second Twilight point. So I weigh my decisions here, and because I think it is not a 2 combat VP, I end up choosing to go for a more passive approach. A 3 in 7 chance to hit a Spice plus slow? Well, let's take the chance.
So I'll pass for now. Oh, of course.
Master Tactician, retreat your cube. You can think of the cube, man.
War
Think of the
chest. Is it
cube.
war chest?
It is war chest. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it. Like, should I play it or should I just like I don't know.
I think you deny green a point.
But I could, yeah. I mean,
And
it's
it's a
like
point for you.
we're gonna kill me anyways. Like in the long.
I get
All right.
paid.
So I just get one.
Supremacy.
Blue gets
Well,
one.
you- Oh,
Two for
Man.
satellites.
end games.
Oh, I should have went to secrets.
I mean, green's got spy satellites. That's nice.
Beautiful.
Nice, good game.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Good game, guys.
Seriously
Fighting
fun.
a good fight, organizing. Yeah.
pleasure.
I was very scared of this. Like, I mean, there's so many things I wanted to get, but I just couldn't get it. So
Yeah. Well done. Well played.
just giving up.
Clean.
Man, I feel like I could have won this one, and I didn't play my cards
No,
right.
I think you definitely could have won this one.
Yeah.
You hit everything.
I mean this in the best way. It was kind of a pain going after you. I mean in the best way. They played great.
Hey, great ideas. I support that.